Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to apply for a new visa scheme in New Zealand. And believe me, some of you may have been seeing this video somewhere before, but I'm going to be showing you some specialized websites that you can get dedicated jobs in New Zealand. This new visa scheme is actually one that is processed under 7 working days, and you will actually get a refund of your application fee, no highest required, and any other thing. And why was this condition so special? It was so special simply because it was introduced to actually combat the devastating effect of the Cyclone Gabrielle that happened February this year in New Zealand. As a result of the cyclone, we have about 2,500 people displaced. We have 11 people who died on the spot, and the government has actually introduced a recovery plan and rebuilding plan. And as a result of this, the government introduced a new visa scheme, which is a specific purpose work visa. So anybody can apply for this, but it is actually geared towards people who works as engineer, as insurance, as specialists, as technicians, as electricians, as construction workers. These are the people that really fit this requirement. And I will just take you through the process of everything from the official website of New Zealand. So this is the visa. New visa to help with recovery efforts following Cyclone Gabrielle. So the government has announced the launch of a new visa to facilitate availability of specialist migrant workers to help in the recovery efforts following Cyclone Gabrielle and other recent weather events in North Highland. So the recovery visa will allow employers to sponsor migrants to come to New Zealand for a specific event or purpose, including working on an emergency response. And the full picture of labor demand is still emerging, but we know that in the short term we are going to need specialists from overseas, such as engineers, technicians, and insurance assessors to support our New Zealand experts on the ground. So it takes a week for processing, and the initial visa will last up to 6 months. So we see initial. So if the job extends, you can extend your visa as well or convert to another visa. And the $700 fee, which will actually be required to apply for this visa, it will be refunded for successful applicants. And so let's just click on the recovery visa and see how it works. So this is the recovery visa. So these are the roles that are covered by this type of visa, providing emergency response, people who work in jobs that are related to emergency response, immediate cleanup, assessing risk or loss, infrastructure building, housing, work that directly supports the recovery, e.g. producing relevant materials for road rebuild, transport drivers, etc. And this is employer, and your employer must confirm that this role that you're applying for, it supports the recovery plan, and they will fill a form on your behalf. And when you fill a form on your behalf, then the form will actually be included in your application. So the visa is now available to industry, providing indirect support or to backfill vacancies of people leaving roles to work on the recovery. So this is actually the blueprint for this type of visa. Employer find migrant workers. So your employer will complete employer supplementary form on your behalf, and then you apply for the visa. You apply for the migrant visa for this specific. So you apply for this specific purpose visa, and you select recovery visa as the type of specific purpose or events that you are coming to New Zealand for. And then you also select 6 months or less as the length of stay in New Zealand, and then you upload the employer supplementary form as well as the evidence that is required. And then if you come down, so this is where you will apply for the visa if you want to do it. This is the supplementary form that your employer must fill on your behalf, and then this is the specific purpose work visa, and the 700 fee will be refunded to you after your application is successful. So if we click on this, it will take us to where we can apply for this visa. So you click on apply online. So you have to create an account, and then when you create an account, you will be able to apply for the visa. So that is taking you to the website. What the visa is about is just for people who are into the cleanup, emergency response, or insurance, people who are into electricians, people who are technicians. These are people, I think, and construction workers fit in very well as well. Electrician fits in. So these are opportunities that are available in New Zealand. And now the greater part of it is that how do you now get the job? Because we don't really have a single website like for other European countries where we have US that you can use to look for jobs in in their country. But in New Zealand, we have some website that you can use. Of course, many people who I've seen some people talk about this specific topic before, and many of them are actually talking about Seek, which is actually good, which is a website you can use to seek for job in New Zealand. But I will also be introducing alongside Seek with some other very powerful website that you can use to search for this type of job. And if you look at this website, these jobs are specifically, this type of job are specifically there, and you can apply for it. So let me take you to the website that you can use to look for jobs in New Zealand. And then when you get the job, you will ask your employer to help you fill the form. You download the form, you send it to your employer, they fill the form on your behalf. And the job must actually align with a job in the recovery policy. That is, it's a job that's actually part of the emergency response technician. And if you want to do something like that, then you want to look for a job in that affected area. So when you get a job in that affected area, then it will be easier, it will be more safe, it will be more evident that that job is actually supporting the recovery of North Island in New Zealand. And so I will show you the website and how to narrow to jobs in that specific region, the affected region. And even though you may get jobs in outside of that region, but it must still be jobs that are geared towards the recovery plan, because other companies might be outside of the area and they are working actively in the area. So let me take you to some websites that you can actually use to look for jobs in New Zealand. If we come to this website, this is Seek, and then you can even put your email and create job alerts. So if you come to job search, and then you can search for any classification, you can search for the town that you want. You can maybe Auckland. I want Auckland because Auckland is part of the North Island, or Wellington is actually there as well. So I may just want to put the location that I want. So as I put Auckland, I put all Auckland, and then I may want to choose the classification of the jobs that I want, either in accounting. We talk about insurance, so we can click on accounting, and then we can click on some other one that are applicable to you. I will want to click something related to engineering, and you can see the different types of engineering that we have. You may still have to narrow down to the one that may suit the purpose that we want, that is geared towards the recovery. Of course, I'm sure you understand what recovery is. You know the type of jobs, if you're actually in the job, that are actually geared towards recovery. We have construction is there, many houses will be rebuilt. And then we click on Seek. So these are jobs that are available. We have senior quantity surveyor, we have mechanical engineering construction manager, which is actually relevant, and the likes. And then if we also come to this website, ace.net.nz, so we can search for work in North Highland, and then click on search jobs. And then I don't want to put a job title, let it just filter for me. So we have this job, which is actually sponsored. It's even stated there that it's sponsored. We have waterway laborers, we have HVAC technician, we have aluminium fabricator and installer in Wellington, which is an affected area. We have electrician, we have payroll advisor, you see, we have digger operator, here as well. We have plumber, we have electrician as well. Again, and if we click on this electrician, this is where it's going to bring me, and I can click on apply now if I want to apply for the job, and it's going to load me to where I can apply. So you can apply by creating an account or apply without signing in to this website. So it's loading for me, and then I put my name, and then I put my CV. I can click on local drive, it's going to load my file manager for me, and I can apply with LinkedIn or Seek profile. And then coming to the third website I'll be showing, this is work here. So you want to put the affected area. We have Northland, Gisborne, Hawke's Bay, Auckland. We also have Wellington and the likes. So you can just select the affected area and then click on search, and you'll be able to see jobs in that area. And you will choose the one that are actually are related to technician. We have this one, heavy diesel technician. We have engineering. We have water waste cleanup. We have water multiple locations. This is relevant. And we have mechanical and electrical. We have civil and multiple locations. Of course, transport worker is also part of it. I didn't do a thorough search, so I didn't see a driver. For example, this is one. We have transport there. So let me click on this quantity surveyor here and see what it's going to bring. So this quantity surveyor, multiple locations, New Zealand, about the role, what's it going to do, the opportunity, and then about Nevertheless, about Law, and you can click on apply now, and then you sign in and this website requires you to sign up. This website requires you to sign up, but I don't want to sign up, so I'm not signing up, so I just cancel that. So that is so these are the 3 websites I want to share with you. Of course, there are more websites, but I just now did to 3 websites, and I will put the link in the description below. So when you get the job, you talk to your employer that this is the type of visa you want to apply for, and when you talk to them, then both of you will access it together. If it directly is a direct response to the recovery plan, and then your employer will help you fill the form, and then when you fill the form, and of course you submit. And of course, one thing here is that many people are not actually applying for this type of visa yet. I think just a little bit about 200 have been approved, and a little bit about 400 people have applied for this type of visa. So many people are not yet applying for this visa, and I think the major reason is because many people do not know how to get this job, how to find this job. But with this website that I've shared with you, you will be able to see. And as you know, aside from the Seek website, the other 2 websites, Work Here and the other one, you see that we have more jobs that actually relate to the recovery plan, like waterway technician, like engineering, like construction workers and the likes. We also see a transport job over there, but I didn't click on it. So you can look on this job and look at the one that perfectly suits your expertise and apply for the job. When you get the job, then you can you can tell your employer to help you fill the form, and then you pay $700 application fee, and then you attach the form that your employer fill on your behalf. You attach it with your application fee, and then you send it, and within a week you will get a response. And if you are actually successful, then you will get a refund of your application fee. And if you want to travel with your family, of course your family will have to apply for different visas on their own. Your family can still follow you, but they will have to apply for different visa, not as under your own visa. They will have to apply for their own visa separately. And so that brings me to the end of the video today, and I hope you've been able to learn a lot. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Kindly like this video, kindly subscribe to this channel where I bring you news about migrating abroad, opportunities you can take advantage of, and the likes. Hopefully see you in subsequent videos.